Hey friends, what's happening? Good day to you. This is Andy coming to you again from here at my Daily Funk Club headquarters. Today I want to do a demo video for you with this beautiful instrument built by Steve Donor, Donor Designs in Chicago. And just talk about it and play it a little bit because there's a lot of real special things about this instrument that combined make it one of my very favorite instruments. It's a Tele, it's kind of like what I would call a boutique Tele replica. Obviously, it has the like a 72, I guess, Tele style with this pick guard. However, it has some very different things than the traditional Fender does. First of all, it's made with Warmoth premium wood parts. So it has a bird's eye maple neck with the rosewood fingerboard, and it has this beautiful figured flame maple top over the top of, with the back is mahogany, okay? So, but it's a nice thick top, and very beautiful. It has the tort pick guard on there. It has Hipshot tuners on it, and a Babicz full contact bridge, which is the really cool, innovative design bridge, which I really like a lot. I have these bridges on a few basses, and I've been friends with Jeff Babicz and Jeff Carano for a few years, and I really like this design a lot. It's cool because it's really soft and rounded in terms of like comfortable when I'm playing with the palm mute, like. The palm of my hand on the bridge, it's not all sharp with like the pointy things sticking out in corners and edges and stuff. I mean, that's just a comfort feature, but in terms of function, because it has these kind of roller type pistons in there, you know, instead of a saddle that raises up and down on screws, it has really good surface dispersion of vibration, and it makes for a really tight and even distribution of the string vibration to the body, so it makes for really good sustain. And yeah, I really like this bridge a lot. I use them on several of my basses. Pickups are the Nordstrand Audio NP4, which is pretty much the go-to vintage correct P-bass style pickup that I choose in a lot of my instruments. And then the preamp is a little bit unusual for me, because I didn't know about it until I got this instrument, and it was the first one that I tried. It's by Audere Audio, and it's a 2-band. So it has volume, passive tone, bass and treble, 2-band, and then an active passive switch. And this instrument absolutely sounds wonderful and plays wonderful. Right now we're just set with the volume all the way up and the tone all the way up, and then the EQ controls are right in the center. You know, it's a boost, cut, center, indent preamp scenario. That's pretty much the sound that I use, you know, whenever I'm playing. And what I love about it is that I don't have to change anything on the controls once I get going. All the different stuff that I typically do. Meaning when I'm playing with my different right hand techniques, whether I'm playing really softly. Soft like that, it's got a nice, rich, and a kind of organic tone. And then without doing anything, I can hard. It's got this great dynamic range. And then, again, without changing anything, start doing some slap stuff. And typically the way that I incorporate all those different kind of right-hand techniques and just that utilizing that whole kind of dynamic ladder is that it's all happening all the time, you know, meaning I'm incorporating little stuff as I'm playing. Using all that different stuff, and I can, you know, it just has a really great versatile sound without having to screw around with it too much. But just for the sake of this demo, let's hear what it sounds like using some of the EQ. I'll start bringing in some treble just to show you that it's really there and with no noise at all. You can bring the treble all the way up. Really trebly kind of sound if that's what you're after. And then there's just tons of bottom on the low end control for sure. You know, maybe sometimes I'll just take it and I'll like kind of crack open the bass a little bit, crack open the treble, just a little bit past, a little slightly boosted, just to give it a little bit more of a beefy, kind of aggressive output, you know, with a little bit of added treble and a little bit of added bass. I think it's got a really great slap sound, which is, you know, not particularly common for something along the P bass realm. You know, usually jazz bass is gonna, something along the lines of a jazz bass is gonna have a more, a little bit better slap sound. In this case, I really love it. So, going back to the Warmoth parts, this neck feels absolutely wonderful. Great frets. up with kind of low action, not much relief in the neck, and absolutely no buzz or no fret grind or scrape anywhere on the whole thing. So that's the ideal scenario for any bass, really. There's a little demo with my donor design 72 Tele replica, boutique replica, with all the different great boutique premium parts and stuff on it. And the thing is just absolutely beautiful. I adore this instrument. So I just wanted to take a little time to show it to you, to give you an idea what can be done building a really nice parts base. You kind of end up with something that's really, really spectacular. And if you take your time and be really careful about it, like the way Steve did, the way that he assembled and finished this instrument, they can turn out absolutely great. There's a lot of little details that goes into that. You know, it's not as simple as everybody might think when you buy parts and put them together. But when you buy good parts that are matched properly, like if you buy a Warmoth body and a Warmoth neck, you are assured that the neck pocket and the neck angle and everything is going to be good. And that's the most important place to start, is having parts that go together well. Because when we mix match and do different things, like some random neck and some random body, the neck pocket might be weird, the angle might be weird, the pocket depth might be weird, which would require taking wood out or shimming in to make the neck pocket smaller and all these kind of things. That's where it starts to get a little bit weird and difficult. But if you buy a body and a neck like from Warmoth, you are assured that it's going to be a really good fit. And then from there, the finishing, you can do any number of different things. This has tung oil and Minwax finishing paste, which is a hand applied finish. It's several coats of oil, and then let it dry, and then you rub the wax on, buff it out, let it dry, rub the wax on, 5, 6, 8 coats like that. And you know, it's a really beautiful, it's really soft to the touch, it's very supple, and it's just cozy. You know, it's a very warm and comfortable, cozy kind of feeling finish. So yeah, and then, you know, the pickups and the electronics and the hardware, there's a lot of choices for that. I tend to stick with you know, I like Hipshot a lot, And I do like the Babicz. I use them sometimes. And, of course, Nordstrand pickups. I adore Nordstrand pickups. I also do, I like to use Bartolini pickups in some of my instruments, and EMG too. So, you know, just depends on the axe, I guess. You know, I've been an EMG fan since like 1984, 85, and I have several basses with EMGs in it. Kind of thing about EMGs is they just have one sound that I like, and you know, I've used them for years and years and years, so it's very familiar. The Bartolinis have kind of a distinctive thing that they do themselves, and then the Nordstrand pickups are just very neutral, very natural sounding, and I've come to really like that kind of sound, like a non-colored kind of influence from the pickup. They have some influence in terms of like the output that they have, which makes them sound more mellow or more sassy, more vintage or more modern. But in general, they're very, very flat. And that makes me really be able to hear all the nuances that I'm doing with my hands, you know. And I think that's why I've really come to love Nordstrand pickups so much, is because they're so kind of natural and honest and true. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching all the videos. And yeah, I'm sick right now. I got the flu, so I figured I'd just get a video done anyways, and you know, do the best I can today. But hopefully I'm feeling better tomorrow, and I wish you well. Have a great day. We'll talk to you real soon. Peace.